I just had that thought. Maybe you should go, maybe you need to take out and come back in at this inflammation level in your hip and see, maybe there's something there. And, so you'll see. But I'm still able to play pickleball.
So did you change your eating?
That happened on Monday. So no, I'm not there yet. Because we came home and I had a busy week, and so I had pizza.
I was waiting to hear the end of the story.
I know. President Nelson asked us to seek and expect miracles. And that's...
Ice cream usually works pretty good.
Ice cream is one of my worst things. I can't have it, but I don't have much. It makes me nauseous anymore.
It's funny how you don't eat it for holidays, it's not so good.
Sometimes
He does not have ice cream anymore. I need special ones, no sugar.
Yeah.
And they're not bad.
So I'm not saying I'm saying this about the real restrictive diets. I think that if you've got something, you'll see me wins. It is just, it's just there. So this is totally without any kind of pain. Okay, I take a hemp, which is a CBD pill that is totally a safer way to manage pain, but it's not as strong. Okay, and if I get it real bad, I've been taking ibuprofen, and I don't take much ibuprofen. I have people that I know that are taking 12 a day.
Oh my God, it's horrible.
Ibuprofen. Yeah, their system's gonna be messed up. There has to be. But to have that thought and then to get asked to talk on the word of wisdom, and not so much the don'ts as the blessings of the do's, right? So that was a prompting, and so my son has a juicer, I'm picking up his juicer, and so we're going to start, and I'm gonna just go back. It's what I did. My chronic fatigue was so bad. I was so exhausted. I could do nothing. I was a Relief Society president. I served from the couch on the phone. I'd make myself get up in the morning. I'd get dressed. I'd go down and lay on the couch. I had my kids were 19 to 8, son on a mission, just leaving for a mission. All that was, Blair was at that time he'd work out of town the week and come home on Friday night and leave again Monday morning. So it was a crazy busy time. I learned so much, okay? I'm so grateful for now. I'm not feeling a ton of gratitude for the pain, but we need to, okay? But I had the thought, and I'm like, you're gonna do something, okay? And I don't think it needs to be for life. I think that we sometimes get a little out of sync in our eating, and we just need to pull it back. It doesn't mean I'm never gonna be able to have a treat again, but it is where I'm going, so.
Those of us who've been living on treats all summer from one party to the next. That's just what I needed to hear. Fuller and I both this morning was saying, gotta change this.
Yeah, it makes a difference. Sugar and treats are fun. They are fun, but there's not nutrition in them.
They're habitual.
And they are habit forming. And I think anything that we do, I'm not just talking food, exercise. It doesn't mean that you don't exercise every day, but does that come before, and it's a reevaluation. It's a reevaluation. So that's not where I was going to go this morning, but that's where we went. So just finding that, just kind of being willing, right? It's the same thing we do, like when we're working through our shoulder, or we're working through a hip, or we're working through a knee. It's like, how does it feel? Okay, first we got to figure out, right? And then it's like, what can I do? And then when we've exhausted all that we know to do, and we can be asking and seeking for inspiration along the way, right? But so that's kind of where I was at. So, lengthening up the body. Close your eyes for a moment. Pause. Hold your foot still for a minute. Take a big deep inhale and then audible H-A-ha. Exhale. Do another one of those. Inhale. Yeah. How are you feeling today? What do you notice? Is sitting up tall difficult? We did this last week where you put your hands on your thighs, push down. When you push down with your thighs, will you also spread, even though you've got a ball maybe under one foot, spread and push down with the heels and the feet. Notice that the minute you push down with the feet, you feel the legs move, your sit bones kind of move back, your spine actually can lengthen. This body is so incredible. Take some big deep breaths, helping to lengthen your body just a little bit more than what it normally could do on its own by pushing down into your hands and lengthening up. Feel the pressure on your thighs from your hands. And then will you take a big deep inhale? And on the exhale, we've talked about this, a corset. They're gonna pull the strings. The pull is back, but I'm not gonna let my back go. I'm holding against that. And I'm using all of these core muscles to pull in. Let the shoulders come up by the ears, pull them around and down the back. Notice the minute they go down the back, the chest kind of wants to puff. It's totally fine. Just still pull in with the muscle. Keep breathing. You can breathe and pull in with the muscle. That is the beauty of the abdominal muscles. And then go ahead and release. You can round, you can move. Okay, homework. Do that for 5 minutes every day. Questions about it? Lengthen the body, okay? You can do it seated. It's probably the easiest to do it seated. You could do it lying on the floor with your feet on the wall and still do this and you'd feel it. Okay, one of the things that, and we've done this before, but not for a while, where we've been on our backs and we put our hands on our thighs and we've pushed our thighs away at the same time, pulling the knees back in. Okay, when we're into the floor like this and we push down, okay, then it's automatically, because the feet are hitting something, okay, that there's a stop. Pull the belly away from that. Just really try to pull it away from your thighs. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, squeeze those muscles. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze those muscles. Tighten. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze those muscles. This is one of the very best things you can do. Inhale. This is number 4. Squeeze. I said 5 minutes. I'm going to just do 5 of them. Inhale. And exhale. Squeeze. And then release. Okay. All righty. Make sense? So that's your assignment today. Go ahead. Roll through your shoulders. And then start on your feet again. Find your tight places. You might not have many, but if you get like a thought, an inkling, something that maybe hasn't been in your forefront, maybe it's a memory of something you did once, maybe it's, you might want to revisit or just visit that as is that something I should maybe be doing? Okay, go ahead, find those toes, find the 3 amigos, right? Big toe, pinky toe on either side of that ball. lift up, ball of the foot down. Now, I'd like you to push down really firmly with the foot into the floor as much as you can, lifting the heel as high as you can, and then see if you can feel like you're taking an ace bandage. You know what an ace bandage is, right? And you're wrapping your leg. It's coming across the knee. Wrap and squeeze the muscle of your thigh as well, okay? You'll feel up here tighten, okay? This is harder to feel, but it will work. And then release, bring the heel down. Go ahead and come up over, point through those toes, reaching the top of the foot forward, and then come all the way back. Go ahead and take the ball to the other side, and then just plant the heel and spread. Okay, this is the one we've already rolled. So the opposite foot, spread the toes as wide as you can. Lift the toes up. They're off the floor. Okay, did you do the other foot first?
Let's do that first.
Okay, now, so do this with the other foot, not the ball foot, the other foot. You'll do both, guys, there's no way. Have you ever seen this? You do this with your hands and your feet at the same time. So I want you to spread as wide as you can on the foot we've just rolled, but now there's no ball here. So that foot, your left leg, left foot, lift the toes, spread through those toes. Spread them wide, spread them wide. I know, I understand. Michelle's toes come up,
Yeah.
mine
yours
goes
go
down. Isn't that
I
funny?
can't keep it down.
I can't get mine to come up. It's like, oh, and there it went.
That is-
And then interesting, and then release. Feel what you've done in that leg, and then just move through it. Yeah, create some space. Okay. So I know this is hard, but see if you can bring it up and cross it over. So it's the one you rolled already. Flex through the foot. Yeah, there you go. And we're not ever pushing down on this. Okay, I see that happen all the time. Spread through those toes again, right here. Sit up as tall as you can. Hands are going to come back to the thighs. Push down, lengthen up. So you're not trying to push the knee down. I'm trying to push into my thighs and lengthen up. You're going to feel a little bit more of work going on in that hip that's crossed. Yeah. Push down firmly. Even if you've got a bend in your knees, push down, pull the belly back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull the belly back. So it's an inhale, lengthen. Trying to get a little bit tight, and then feel the corset pull. Inhale, lengthen. Feel the corset pull. Push down into your thighs. Try to pull the belly back. Elbows can be bent, but you're just trying to pull the belly away from the thighs, and then release. You can take a slight lean forward. Try to keep this is hip. This is hip. Breathe, and then just wiggle that knee. Up and down, just in and out. Find some range of motion. And then come up gently, uncross, come back down, back and forth, back and forth. Grab one of your blocks. You've got 2 today. Okay. Grab one of the blocks, put your foot up on it, and notice how good that feels to have it up a little higher. It's kind of like, oh, there's an ease. I like that. Okay. Go ahead and come up onto the toes. Your foot, if you can see this, here, I'll do it with this block. You see how my knee isn't even close to being over my foot. So move your block out a ways. Okay, so your knee is not over the ankle. Yeah. Okay, then you're just gonna go ahead and roll through that ankle, go both directions. You don't need more than a couple of them. Yeah. No, he's right. He's right. He's right.
Yes, you better be.
And then go ahead and push the block even more forward so that you can put the ball of the foot and come down. Here's our calf. Spread through the toes again. So once you've done the spread through the toes, sometimes the second time is a little easier, sometimes not. Put your hands on your thighs. Don't ever just do them right on your knees. Bring them up a little higher. And then push down, pull the belly away, push down into the heel, of that block foot, spread through those toes, feel the calf, okay? We so often, my son plays a lot of pickleball, soccer, oh my gosh, funnest game in a big group ever. It gets really wild, but it's fun. I always get out first, so I'm not good enough. But, okay, he actually pulled a muscle in his calf. And I'm like, how much are you stretching? And he's like, not enough. I'm like, okay, just note to self, right? If you're doing some activities that require movement, your body is going to need to stretch. If you would like, Michelle's already doing it. Yeah, don't you like that? If you lean forward, you can clasp the hands. You get more weight in the heel. You'll get a little bit deeper stretch in the muscle. If that is way too much for your calf, then don't do that. If you kind of go, whoa, yeah, come back up. And then release. Go ahead and this time, we haven't done this for a while. Tuck your toes underneath your chair, much as you can. Be careful with your knee. I know. You're still gonna try it. He's like, but this is for the top of the foot and the ankle, okay? I know. Try to push the toes down. Try to push the arch of the foot down, the top of the foot down. That ain't happening. Okay, totally fine. And then go ahead and release. Would you come forward a little bit? See if you can just turn the toes. Now I'm resting on the knuckles gently. Go ahead and come a little bit further forward and just push down with the knuckles. Yeah. And release. And wiggle. Okay. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get at night a little bit of numbing right through here. It might be that I literally played 5 hours of pickleball on Monday, so I don't know how smart that was, but it was really fun. Okay, other foot. Roll through the ball of the foot. Now, we don't always spend this much time in class on our feet and our ankles, but knowing what to do, okay, and in the notes below, I almost always will put what we've done in class. So you can go and you can look and say, no, that's not the one. No, that's not the one. The other way to tell is Debbie had her bright blue pants on. Right? So find a place. You might have them under the arch of the foot. That's where I feel them the most. I do have to tell you, since playing more pickleball, I have been rolling more. I've had to, because I've played more. And my muscles are requiring that. I got invited to a game it's actually up in Riverton. And, but they have this whole algorithm and a Google Doc that ranks you. So I came in at 166. I was because I played for the first time this week there. So I came in as the very bottom person, so I go to the very bottom of the bracket, okay? Playing that first day, I went from 166 to 116 based on my win-loss ratio, right? And it was just, so you just plug in your score, and so next time I go, I won't be clear at the bottom, I'll be up here, And I just have enough of a competitive edge that I'm kind of like,
I can do that.
I can go up a little. I told my husband, I told Blair, why are we loving this so much? He's like, maybe it's been too long since we've played this team sport or something. But it's been fun. So anyway, we're meeting lots of fun people. Okay, here we go. Find your three amigos. Big toe. This is so good for neuropathy. So if you've got a little bit of that numbing going on, okay, Larry, you already did that foot. Now you have to do the other foot.
You wear that.
Yeah, I noticed that. And Joyce, did you already do that foot? Yep. Yep. You had 3 that were on the same and 2 that were separate. Yeah. That's where my brain goes as a teacher. Plop, 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 plop. So it was so funny. One of the teacher trainings I did, everybody just had their mats haphazard. And my instructor was like, if you line them up, then you can walk over there as a teacher and you can look down the row, boom, everybody's got the right leg. Boom, if you have to do like this, it's just way too hard and too long. So it was just one of those, yeah. Go ahead, come all the way up. Roll over the top. Ooh, you might get a cramp in your calf, if it's okay. Come back down. Go ahead and reach up as high as you can. Yeah, push the foot into the floor. Feel that ace bandage around the calf. It's going to come over the knee, and it's come here. It's just training our muscles to do that little bit of a hug that they can do without having to have motion, okay? And then come back up over the top. Beautifully done. Reach and stretch and point. And then go ahead and put your ball up. You won't need it anymore, but you'll need a block. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, remember that you're up on the toes and the toes are further forward than the knee. Come up as high as you can. Roll through the ankle. So let yourself come up and down. Roll both directions. Our calf muscles as we age. I can't tell you how many times my dad has pulled calves. Well, and his Achilles tendons have both been severed. He's had to have those repaired. So, yeah. Now, push it a little further forward. There goes the ball. Oh, wait. Did we do? We did ball of the foot first here. Stretch. Find this. Find that. Yeah. Get your other foot. Keep trying to change. I'm just keeping you on. Spread through those toes. Spread through those toes. It's very easy to work one leg. Okay? Yeah, find how the muscles have tightened here. And if you spread enough, you can actually feel it up into here. It's an amazing body, guys. I'm moving my feet and everything tightens. Okay, find that stretch, find that spread. Now here, I have a couple of toes that don't want to, they just want to curl up. It's like, stop it. Go straight, right? So you're just trying to get that range of motion. This is one of the best things we can do for our feet. I hope you're not wearing closed-toed pointed shoes or pointed closed-toed shoes. Not anymore, not anymore. And then release, go ahead and roll. That's a lot of work. And then find the ball of the foot and the heel comes down. You're gonna spread again. Now the minute I do this, this is all engaged, okay? You will feel it tighten. Celebrate that. Spread through those toes. This is one of the best things you can do walking to protect your knees. Oftentimes we put our feet in our shoes and we just plop around and our feet are not active at all because they're in our shoes. So if you can try and do this, this is what I do hiking, especially downhill in my shoes. As I try and feel that spread, it becomes the shock absorber for your knee joint, okay?
My knees were bothering me recently because I had kind of increased my exercise. And it hurt going downstairs, and so I started, okay, spread my toes when I go down the stairs. No, yeah, down the stairs.
It's gone.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. If you think about it, it's like, well, I don't know if I can do that. Well, how do you know? You don't have to get them weight spread. All you have to do is engage these muscles to protect this knee joint, okay? Go ahead and come up. Ooh, that's good stuff, guys. Nice, here we go. Bring it across. Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you didn't do this
You're glad I didn't do this one?
one.
You did it on that side.
I know where I got
I know, you had your knee, I
You
know.
know, but it got screwed out backwards.
Flex the foot, you're gonna try and spread here. Okay, notice when you do this, that's a sickled ankle. You do not wanna, you wanna have movement there, but you don't wanna stand there. We're spending a ton of time on the feet today, okay? Because the feet are our foundation, okay? So spread through those, okay? We don't ever push on the knee, but you can totally push down into the thighs and lengthen up. I don't know, when I lengthen up, I start to feel a little bit more inside the hip, okay? Find that breath, inhale long, exhale tighten through the waistline. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, tighten through the waistline. Inhale again. Tighten through the waistline. We got 2 more. Inhale. Tighten through the waistline. So if you have 1 more, I know I've said that twice now. Tighten through the waistline. Go ahead and take a little bit of a lean forward. Ooh, be gentle. You don't have to push that leg anywhere. And then we wobble that knee. Yeah, just let it wobble. Flexing your foot, spreading through the toes, let it wobble. And then gently release, come out. Ooh, find some range of motion. Beautifully done. Okay, so on this recording, I will specifically put feet. How to keep. I remember coming down off of Lone Peak. I don't think I'd even hit 40 yet. And I'm coming down off Lone Peak and I'm in tears because my knees hurt so bad. And then I learned this. I just thought I'd never be able to hike anymore. And then I spread. And that's what I do all the time. It's easy to be talking, to be listening to something, to be doing something else where you lose attention. If you start making this a habit, it will be a habit, automatic. The same with the breath, okay? This breath is one that we use in dance all the time, to tighten the waistline, to feel that hug of the muscle. And so anymore, I'll find that I'm doing that all the time and I'm not even aware of it. Okay, you can do that with pretty much your whole body. You can do it with aligning your body, sitting up straight, being aware of your slumping, being aware of maybe, and this is one that got my husband's knees, was this. He'd sit and it would be like this with the knees wide and the knees are over. Now, it's not necessarily doing anything wrong, but it overuses, right? Some places. So anyway, okay.
I have to be careful because when I'm on the computer, for some reason, I put my. Always have to remember.
And did your knees start bugging?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we've got a couple more. Remember this one? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just try to push into the toes and stretch the arch of the foot forward. We lose the ability to point those toes. Okay, that is strictly range of motion loss, that we can't do that. Okay. Try to push on the big toe and the other toes. Yeah. And then really come up a little bit, see if you can just turn the toes under. Now be gentle, okay? If you can just turn the toes under, you might be able to get down. Yeah, it's true. You're like, I think I've got something turned over. I'm trying.
Keep looking.
I keep looking, yeah, your toes are turned under. You're not as far, but that's okay. So why this? Okay. Toe dexterity, right? Okay, we've got how many joints in these toes? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we want to have that range of motion, okay? Yeah, release. Ooh, beautifully done. Grab a block, bring it out to the side. Everybody use your right foot. Then it'll be easier. Okay, we used the chair last week. Lift up this right hip, move it a tiny bit forward on your chair. And then plant it back down. So if you look, I'm not quite square. I'm turned a little to this diagonal, which means you'll be turning a little bit to that way. With yeah. So you can see we're going out. One of the things, and this is what we've been working on in all my yoga classes this week. And yeah, yes, I have already taught 6. You're pulling this wide. I'd like you to feel, now you're not gonna let the foot, you gotta keep the foot on the block, but you're going wide with the knee. Anybody not feel that stretch in here? Okay, you feel that? Then just wiggle the knee. You want to be able to have this range of motion, but as we go this way, you don't want this to follow, and it loves to. So it's gonna stay wide. Take your body, hold on to the chair and hold on to your leg, and just twist open, and as you twist, yeah, yes, pull the leg wide, perfect. Can you lengthen up and feel that corset pull? Oh, it just changes the whole thing. And then go ahead and come back, come all the way over this, hold here, don't let the knee move in, okay? Yeah, you'll be a little wobbly on that block. Pull in, push the leg into there, that leg, take it wide. Yeah, whoa, cramping, come in, come back out. So this other knee, yes. And if you look down and it's like, I can't get my knee to go over my toe, bring your toes in. Bring your foot closer. Because we want to train the knee to stay, to have that range of motion, but to stay over the ankle. Inner thighs are our weakest muscle on our legs, okay? Lengthen up and feel that pull back with the waistline. And then come back in. So with my hip, that kind of motion, if I would do that a couple times a day, I'd be pain-free. I'm not anymore. I can still feel that. Okay. Yeah, let's just do the other side. Plant the foot. It's not very wide. You're going to pick up this hip, so you kind of lean to the right, and then put it down so that you've got a little bit more of an angle. Yeah. Okay. This one is still, it's over the ankle, but you can have the foot turned out a little bit. You never, okay, our feet can turn out much more than the knees. Now, that is not going to be a good thing for my knee. Okay, so you're just keeping knee and foot, same direction. Okay, all right, here we go. Inhale up, hand comes here, hand comes to the chair. That thigh goes wide. Yeah, this one not, that one does. Breathe. And then go ahead and let it flop a little. That's just creating range of motion. Notice it's a very tiny movement. And then take a wide inhale, lengthen up, tighten the waistline. I always love when I tighten that waistline, I feel it go all the way down that inner thigh. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, tighten the waistline. You can release it. Inhale up, tighten the waistline. Notice how many of these we're doing today. Inhale up in different positions, tighten the waistline. And then just gently release. Wiggle it out if you need to. Yeah. Come back up, right, and over. Hand here, thighs not moving. You're not letting the knee move in. You're holding there. You can hold on to the chair. You're pulling that knee, and your foot might need to go a little wider, but you want the knee and the ankle over each other. And feel that thigh just gently pull wide. Push into these hands. Lengthen up. Find that inhale. And exhale, tighten the waistline. Find the inhale. Tighten the waistline. Find the inhale. Tighten the waistline. One more. Inhale. Tighten the waistline. And come back to center. Release that leg. Wiggle. How's that feel? Doesn't that feel good? Yeah! Okay. So the very hardest thing for us to stretch is not the hamstring when we're in a chair class, it's the quadricep. Because this muscle is designed to straighten the leg and to help lift here. So the only way to really straighten it or to stretch it is to pull the knee one direction, okay? You're gonna have a hard time with your one knee, do your right knee first, okay? Pull it under, remember that foot, see if you can let it go back behind. You have to lift up, bring the knee kind of closer, the heel closer, and see if you can get it to go behind. And you're dropping it. So you're on the top of the foot, and then you're going to take a lean back. There you go. Can you feel that? Okay. So you can do this standing, and if you've ever been in a grocery store and we haven't been chatting, and I'm like feeling tension, you'll see me like this in the grocery store, just kind of, sorry, I need, yeah, and you can totally do it this way. Sometimes it's hard for you to reach back and grab that foot though. So this is what you kind of pull it up close, you tuck it behind, okay?
I can't get that far.
I know, we'll do something different for that side. But we're still on the first side.
Oh,
Yeah, still on the first side. Will you take this foot and move it a little forward,
Yeah.
and then push down and forward with that foot. And as you pull back, you'll actually get a little bit more. You can almost straighten that leg. Push down and forward and let there be a stretch here. Okay, your body is leaning back. See if you can pull the ribs back. And when you pull the ribs back, you're gonna get a little bit deeper stretch. And then just come up, gently release. Find some range of motion. Beautifully done. That's a good stretch, okay? Tough to do if you've got a knee issue, okay? So let's put the rest of them there and then I'll work with you, which is perfect for this recording because we have some bodies that get on that don't have. Okay, come up as high as you can, tucking the foot close, and then that foot is just gonna go back behind, okay? This is the part that you struggle to do, is to get it close. Yeah, if you lean forward and you can lift that foot enough, you can go back here, but you might not be able to. Push down, right? Move this foot a little bit forward so you can push down and forward with that foot. Lean back. Breathe to the sensation. This is one of the very best things you can do for your hips because our hips are connected to those thigh bones. Go ahead and feel even the belly. Now the rib cage, pull back as you lean, you'll get a little extra stretch. And then go. Now, come back to your, this is if you've got a knee issue. Turn this way on your chair. See if you can go like this. See, I'm still at a right angle. Yeah, let it bend a little bit, you got it. And you can totally keep this toe turned under. Okay, yeah. You have to kind of get on the edge of the chair. Where are you feeling it?
Shins.
Oh, yeah,
As well as
yeah. Okay, so turn a little more to the side. Yeah, take your foot back just a tiny bit, the left one. Is that okay on your knee?
With the right one.
Yeah, now take your knee and you're gonna pull the knee towards the chair. It's gonna pull this way in, right? That way, towards you. Pull the knee in. Yeah, now push into your foot and lean back. So if you've got a knee issue, the key is we're staying at that 90 degree. Do you feel, is that more knee, Larry, or do you feel it on the thigh? Can you feel it here?
Yeah. Well, I used to be right here, but now I'm over here.
Yeah, that's okay, that's okay. So that's another way that we can get that, stay there, let's see if I can just adjust a little. I won't pull, I promise. Trust me, there you go, come to your toes, pull that knee. See your hand here. Is that what you need? Okay, good, move this foot over a little more. Careful, yeah, now lean back. Feel that, oh, December, your knee, the knee or here?
That normally,
And from the knee, okay, up, and release. Okay. So you remember the work we've been doing with your knee. This has got to be a part.
see this here, see how this one comes out?
I know.
This one here is right down the middle.
I know, it's sore. We still have to stretch those muscles if we can, okay? So there is one other way that you can do this, and maybe you're gonna need to do this. Let's all try this. Okay, you're gonna have to come behind your chair, make sure you have a block. Okay, I'll turn sideways so you can see this. Okay, the block's gonna be here. That's gonna protect. You're gonna drop your foot on it, holding on to the chair, because we need to be able to stretch the quad. And the reason, because the quad attaches below the knee. If we don't bend it, we can't get that stretch, right? So, go ahead and just move the block further back. No, yeah. Here, move forward. You move forward, even more. Okay, and then come here. There you go. Now, yeah. Try to just bend this knee. Does that hurt the knee?
Not this knee,
Does it hurt this one?
stretch it.
Just stretching it. Stretching it is good. Now see if you can lean back a little.
You guys catch me?
I'll catch it. How's that feel? Is it
Yeah,
feel?
it's okay.
Yeah, right here. I can feel that stretch right there.
Yeah.
Feel how tight that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just go ahead, when you're ready to release, just pick up the foot and move it back forward and stand. Does that make sense? How's that feel?
Yeah.
Okay, okay?
Yeah.
So,
Block forward, so the knee is still right.
yeah, so what you're looking for is to keep the knee at the right angle. And that might take some adjusting, right? But then you're here, there's my knee, I'm gonna bend here, and I'm gonna try and lean back. Now here, I'm doing it sideways, right? Do it to a place where you've got a good hold here. But this foot's gotta be far enough forward so that when you come down, okay, you're just gonna lean back. You're trying to find length on the front of that thigh, okay? And you gotta come down a little bit, but you've gotta really be able to be at a 90-degree angle. This stretching of these quadricep muscles into the hip flexor are the very best things for our knee health as well as our hip health. Okay, we gotta have that. All right. Go ahead, stay up. Let's stretch out and just have I want to do a little twist, a seated twist today. So bend those knees, lengthen the spine, stretch it back. Oh, find your stretch. Okay, if you're not feeling a stretch on the back of your thighs, move back a little, bend your knees a little more, reach your sit bones back. The chair is on the mat, it's pretty firm. It would be firmer if somebody would sit on it for you. That's why a counter is so awesome, right? Or a table, a big heavy table. So finding that stretch, go ahead and walk it back in. Because part of the thing, and then just move side to side and then walk it back out. A lot of our tightness, walk it back in, doesn't come because we aren't stretching. It comes because we're not moving. So come down, bend the knees, find the stretch. Can you put your hands, can you actually feel your armpits lift a little bit? That's going to stretch your front side of the body. Come back up. Yeah. We'll wiggle around and come back in. So in yoga, we call this a vinyasa. Go ahead, let's do it. Walk back in, inhale, lift the arms up. There's the inhale. The vinyasa is moving with our breath. Plant the hands, step back. That's our down dog. Go ahead and catch your back, round it up, bend the knees, create a little back bend. Lift the head. Walk back in. Moving with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Take it back. Find the length. Inhale, pat your back. Exhale, bend the knees and try to get a back bend. Head towards your sit bones. Come all the way up. Walk it back in. Let's do 5 more. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. Find the stretch. Inhale, cap the back, that's rounding up. Exhale, bend the knees and find a back bend. Yeah, let the head lift. Find the back bend. Try to get the tailbone and the head to touch behind you. They won't. Walk it back in. Beautifully done. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Come back. Find the stretch. Bend the knees. Lengthen. Cap the back. And curl and back bend the back. And then walk it back in. Inhale. Exhale. Take it back. Go ahead and round the back. Back bend the back. And walk it in. Inhale. Exhale. Walk it back. Inhale. Cap the back. Exhale. Notice I'm changing the breath. It doesn't matter. Inhale. Find the back bend. Exhale. Walk it in. You're just breathing. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, pat the back. Exhale, find the back bend. Walk it back in. Take your feet. Find the twist. Feel like that? Didn't that feel good? Okay. Find a twist. Take this hand to the chair. Actually, just put one hand on the chair. How do I want to do this? I kind of want you to twist into that hand like this. So put your left hand, yeah, whichever hand's down. Instead of this, okay? And then try to turn your body away. See what you can do. Yeah, bend your elbows, bend your knees. That's kind of, ooh, and then come all the way back. Just change hands and go the other way. Yeah, so it's opposite hand. This would be here. Change hands and then walk away. It's kind of hard because your arms are short, but it's a fabulous twist. And come all the way back. Now just go side to side and feel this. Yeah, go ahead. We're going to do a couple of side bends standing. Hold on to the chair if you need it. Come up with one hand and go over. Now, if you don't need the chair, you can totally be here. Come all the way up. Okay, if you need the chair, you're going to change sides. If you don't need the chair, you can just go here. You can also go here and come back up. Go into the chair again. Come back up. See if you can go away from the chair. And then turn and face the other direction. Do the other side. Turn into the chair. We go deeper here when we have that hand on the chair. And then pull away from the chair. Up and down. Come back in. This is a little balance work. Hold on to the chair. Find it. Come all the way back. Release the chair. And then come back. Roll through the shoulders. Roll through your body. Will you just shake a little? Okay. So what I'd like to try, will you watch me for a sec? Because this is what I'm hoping we can do. You'll need to be on the floor. You're going to grab 2 blocks. One will be like this, and one will be like this. Actually, no, we're going to do it higher. And then this bolster, you've all got a blue one, is going to go like this. Okay? Now, I'm gonna try to get you, we'll see if we can do this, to come to the floor. You have options, okay? Being on the floor, legs can be out straight. See if you can come up and over. Or if you can lift and twist. You can totally bend these knees like this. So that's what we're going for, is just a supported twist. I'll come help you set up. That's it, perfect, Joyce. Yes. You got it, Larry. You not yet? Okay. She was like, what the freak?
Right, come this way.
Yeah. Yeah. Just lay there, you got it. And release over the high rock so that it does support. Yeah. And then maybe, just maybe, you can twist, put this hand on the floor, put this hand on the floor, back over here. Not happening, that's okay. But watch, see how Joyce has got hers, you gotta move the whole shoulder off of here. It's gotta look like you. Yeah. You're too great. Just let me.
She learned about this last
This is a really good one. You stand right there. You're totally fine. Get your head go down and relax. You get a twist. You got that twist in your spine. Okay,
So where does this spine go?
that arm can go right here. With this arm here, you're just trying to twist. Okay. Does that feel good on your spine? Larry's like, no. If you can, go ahead and take the twist all the way around. Lift your body. Twist. Yeah. Feel how you just revolve that spine. That's it, Michelle. Nice slither. Yes. Is that okay? Does it feel too strained? So you can do this in your bed, yes, with pillows. Okay, so you're looking to revolve the spine to hold it for a little longer than what you will do in the class, and it's supported. Gently go ahead and turn and come out. You're the best sport ever. Okay, because now we're going to do the other side.
Oh, this way.
Yeah. Yeah, other side. You can move the bolsters and blocks, or you can just move you. There you go.
I can't totally get down my feet.
I know.
This thing is supposed to be way over here.
That's what it's not.
It's hard to make.
It really is a feather on your shirt.
Oh, that's
Put
good.
that around birds. Yeah, start with your head the same way as the knees. Okay, Joyce, you better. Yeah, you are. Bring your hips here. Yeah, there you go. There. I think you bend these back. Yeah, that's gonna be a little more comfy. Find that first, and then maybe, just maybe, right? You can take the twist a little deeper. Use your hands. Yeah. So the deeper twist, can you see how she's got one hand on either side of the holster?
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if you can do that or not. It's okay, just stay here. You're getting a great twist here. Put your hand in, just let your body, but let it relax here. There you go. So you're just trying to revolve the spine. If it's too intense to turn the head as well, then don't do it.
Go in one direction.
It's going other way.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. How's that feel? This looks just a little off. Move your hips over.
That's fine, myself.
Yeah. Now put your body.
Head here.
Yeah, there you go, now take, yeah, there you go, you can turn, yeah,
Twisting what?
yeah, that's it, if you can, yeah. So if you push into your hands, okay, Michelle, is that too intense? Is that too intense on the back?
No, but I was just taking a look. I have a sleeping like that. I have a pillow here. And I sleep like this.
Yes, I do too. And I will often do the whole twist thing and look the other way. Yeah.
I was thinking that.
So tell me, you don't want to hold this in pain. But it's requiring something that you probably haven't done for a while. Okay? Beautifully done. Coming out, we're gonna go right into Shavasana. So you're already down. I'm going to help with blankets.
Stay there.
And we'll create new channels.
Little hammock for your head.
No, it's
Oh,
your knees.
Something where your knees can totally just release. Yeah. Okay. You gotta push into your hands.
One more lift of the head, I know, it's halfway up. Yeah. Whoops, okay. This needs. And this is really good. But notice,
This came out done back.
what was in your head?
I was trying to get comfortable.
How's that?
That's better.
Okay.
My hair is actually.
I know, I mess up your view all the time. Sorry, I'll just lift for a sec. There you go. This is called a head hammock that I'm creating. I'll come get you, Michelle. There you go. Really let everything go. You've worked legs a lot, but that twist in the spine is quite intense. Quite intense. Go back and easy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, don't beat up everybody over
Try and let everything go. Try not to wiggle, as hard as that is, I understand. Is anybody not, are you just holding still and there's something that's like, I need to move this so bad? Has anybody got one of those?
Lower back.
Lower back? Is it tight? Is it cramping?
No, it's just after the twist.
After the twist? Okay. So, what we're gonna do with you. Right, come back.
That is good.
Isn't that amazing? So the use of props. Beautifully done. Breathing deeply. You just want to be supported. This is your time to let gravity, the earth, support you. Notice how your body feels. And then even let those thoughts go. This is a vacation from thoughts, feelings, working, doing. Take a couple of deep breaths with audible exhales. Really letting go. Go ahead, deepen your breath. If you can, at least, I would say once a day, but if it's like once a week, try to it's not sleep, but it's a place where you just take a vacation from thoughts, from feelings, from movement. And you try to just let the earth, your connection with the earth, let it support you. There is a gravity shield that's there. We pull away from gravity all day long. So finding moments to just really not focus, and then you come back into focus. Pull back into your thoughts. Pull back into how do you feel, your feelings. Pull back into moving fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Sometimes this is the hardest exercise there is to just find that stillness. So as you come back into awareness, pause one more time and offer a little prayer of gratitude for your gorgeous body, your gift, even at the age it is right now. Even with its pains and its aches, it's things that have had to be replaced or repaired. It's things that hurt. Take some deep inhales, some audible exhales. I see your goodness, your greatness, your light, and your divinity. I honor you and I bow to you. Namaste. You may slowly start to wiggle.
You know where's the best way for me to do Shavasana?
Where?